Hey guys, this is Mictlan City and this is your host, Colin Schmidt. So I wanted to talk to you guys today briefly about an older article I did. I posted it to a few places and including my Facebook, but it's just something I learned along the road, and I've done a bit of philosophy classes in school and stuff like that, so I kind of applied it to this, but you see it, you can do this routinely or you can do it at like certain aspects of your life, but like it turns out that, and you do this in career development, you can do this in a lot of places, and like I talked about this briefly in a couple articles and a video I posted. But if you're able to figure out how to apply critical thinking practices and deduction to, say, your workload or what you're doing, if you're sitting down and kind of just applying what you know, you can actually naturally extend what you know and maybe grab a bit of extra knowledge that like may not have initially been there, but when you think about it, it does. And if and there are standard practices to all of this, like it's like deductive practices and inductive practices in philosophy, and just like asking questions about what you know, and like, but if you go from a point of what you know to be true and then you apply it to stuff that, like, say your workload or your hobby, then you can reach out and grab a bit of different information. And there's an idea of like compounding interest here, where if you do this on a number of fronts in your life, then you will really lurch out and like you'll get much further. And the way I've always kind of described it, and you'll see this in the deduction article, is like it's like starting a hobby and going from your woodworking shop to, you do this for a while on multiple fronts in your woodworking shop, your drill press, the wood you're buying, all that. And then you jump out and now you have like a full operation. And then you keep doing this and it becomes a compound, is kind of, and the easiest way to do this is digitally and through like how you think. And the best way to do this is to take notes. It's why it's always recommended by all the famous YouTubers out there to take notes and all that. But this has been Mictlan City and your host, Colin Schmidt. Stay tuned.